All right, day one of the KTM Rally 2022 in Idaho this year. And we've got a group of journalists from Europe and the United States about to head out on KTM 390 adventures. All of us are similarly set up with TKC 80 tires, so we're ready to rip. Looking forward to some great riding today. It's been raining all night, so no dust to worry about, and should be some great soil. We're gonna we're gonna be riding the B track today, which is the intermediate track, and it should have some fun little technical sections to give the 390 a challenge. So we'll check it out and see how it goes. Here is my ride for the weekend. This is the 2022 KTM 390, and as you can see, this one's got a few upgrades. It's got the rear racks on there for the factory panniers. That's the stock exhaust, but they put some TKC 80s on there, which really grip nicely for this bike. There's also some nice little anodized aluminum parts like that rear brake master cylinder and that cover for the oil filter there. We've also got another one up here for the front master cylinder. Just a little bling to make it look nice. This tank bag's working out great. Got the full DSLR set up in there with room to spare, and it really doesn't get in your way. So it's a nice little KTM Power Parts upgrade. And this one has the KTM Power Parts skid plate, which is a must if you want to go off-road. So this one's got full protection underneath with an aluminum skid plate. The other stock one is a combination of plastic and aluminum. So this is a much better option from the factory Power Parts options. And look at that, this one's got some cool little orange valve stem caps, which is pretty cool for your KTM. Crash bars come standard on the US models. This also has a plastic headlight cover, which works really well to protect your headlight. Got the adjustable windscreen with tools. You can move it up a notch. And I mounted a ram mount for this quad lock, and it's working really well on the 390. And this is a great little way to just use your existing phone for GPS. And I was able to load the tracks with my GPS app, and holds on tight. And we went through some pretty rough terrain today with some big whoops, and no problems with it. Anodized aluminum bling. Those are still the socks foot pegs. They have not fixed the angle of those foot pegs yet. As you can see, they're tilted forward. So yeah, there are aftermarket options out there. You can check out Black Dog for their foot pegs, which work really well to give you a nice flat platform to stand on, so you're not being pushed forward on the bike. And we've also got these KTM Power Parts anodized aluminum rear wheel, the adjusters there. So those are pretty cool. And this one came equipped with the optional quick shifter too, which works great when you're cruising along on technical terrain, and you can just sort of shift without the clutch, just focus on shifting and don't have to worry about pulling on the clutch. So real nice options, nice little setup here for the weekend. So right now we are just transitioning over to some more technical trails. Just been riding some of this flat dirt roads and scooting around on some of these farming roads in the backcountry. It's a pretty good opportunity to try out the new traction control system. Now you have two ride modes, off-road and street, and that allows you to put it into street mode where it can spin the rear wheel out around turns, and you can dirt track it a bit. It's actually pretty cool noticing that it gives you a pretty decent amount of spin before it kicks in. So a nice safety margin. Woo! Yeah. So you can get it. You can hang it out there, but you have the confidence that it's not gonna leave you out to dry. So that's a nice feature on this bike, especially for guys who are learning how to ride off-road. Gives them some extra confidence to try to spin that throttle open. What's up? Whoa! Wrapping up day one of riding. Did about 140 miles. Mixture of dirt roads and some back roads. The 390s did excellent. No problems. Just one guy had a little rock knock his rear foot peg bolt snapped off. But pretty much, you know, we just had some loose handlebars and a couple other little gremlins. Alright, it's day 2 of the KTM Adventure Rally, and we got our 390s all lined up. Today we're going to do the A route, which is the hard route. There's A, B, and C. Yesterday we just stuck to B, which was pretty cool. Had some few challenges and spots, but today we're going to see what these 390s can do on some of the more technical terrain. So let's see how it goes. Definitely a lot more fun today. This is a good track here. More challenging for this 390. Definitely getting a chance to explore its limits of power and suspension on this loose soil and silt mixed with rocks. Oh boy. Perfect way to wake up in the morning. Right behind our ride leader here, Eric. He's a big guy on a 1290. He makes that thing look like a circus bike. And he can ride pretty good too. I'm just trying to stay out of his roost because that thing can kick up some serious rocks. Got Quinn Cody here today riding with us on the brand new 890R. Looks super clean, like this one is touching dirt for the first time here.
Guys, the Italian journalist seems to have had a problem with his rear brake.
So, I don't know if he can hang with us on our 390s, but we'll see how he does on it. These 390s are holding up pretty good on the A route, no problem. Haven't had any issues with ground clearance or the bump absorption. Definitely bottomed out a few times, but I think I could use a little preload adjusting. It's set for a lighter rider, and the front end had a couple of knocks on some rocks, but overall it's been plenty capable. Uh-oh, flat tire. Got a little tree down bypass here. Hey guys, just wrapped up day 2 of the ride on the 390 here in Idaho for the KTM Rally, and just had a great time today riding the A loop. The 390 had no trouble with it, and you know, there was never a point when I was hoping I was on a different bike. It was able to get up the hill climbs, some really rocky, slick, silty dirt roads. There was some couple of mishaps with some of the riders in our group, but nobody got injured, and the bikes were still rideable after that without any major damage. So the bike just took all the abuse we gave it. I heard a lot of rocks banging off of that skid plate, but it looks fine to me after all this riding today. We did about 130 miles yesterday on the B route and about 160 miles today on a mixture of the A and the B route. So lots of mileage and a little bit tired today after all that riding, but the KTM did great. Got a chance to try out all the electronics, and they're working really well now. It's a lot easier to just go into off-road mode and just leave it there. You don't have to worry about turning off traction control or ABS and all those kinds of things anymore. It's just set it and forget it. And if you really want to put it into race mode, you can put it on the, you know, street map for the power map, and then go with the off-road ABS and then turn traction control off. And that's really more of like a, you know, go fast mode. But most of the time I just left it in off-road mode, was just out there having a good time. So yeah, the bike did great. One update on the bike that I found out today is that it was announced that they had new wheels this year for 2022, but that was only on the European models. And apparently the American bikes still have last year's wheels on them. Their new wheels are a little bit lighter and stronger apparently, but not a huge difference. So those just got caught up in the whole COVID shipping issues, things, something like that, you know, caused it to not happen this year. But hopefully those wheels will be on there next year. Anyway, bike did fantastic. We had a great time out there, and it was another great rally, another great time, another great venue. Fantastic to be able to ride here in Idaho at some trails I've never been on before. So looking forward to coming back again and just exploring it on my own. On some of these trails, some of the trails that they give us. We got all these tracks now, so I can come back with friends and do it again sometime. And who knows, maybe they'll do the rally again next year in Idaho, and we'll be back here and get to explore some more. Thanks for joining us on this little adventure. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe. Got any questions about the 390, just leave them below in the comments and we'll be sure to answer them for you. And thanks for watching.